Welcome back to part 2 of NoHoldBarredPod. That's still Sal.
Good evening, I'm still here.
And I'm still Don. Hopefully you've listened to part 1, but if not, no worries. Go back and check it out. We talked a lot about PMQs and reform and performative
Colourful.
Ponzing.
Oh,
this
poppy
part,
nonsense.
we're going to... let's start with the BBC because it's massive, the news this week, obviously, what's happened over there.
Fucking Christ. Yeah.
And it ties in with everything else, doesn't it? Because
Because it's
I
all
think
connected.
yeah, exactly. The first thing I saw about it was last week. Boris Johnson wrote an article about the Michael Prescott leak, which I'm not going to go into because it's everywhere in the news. If you want to find it,
Bollocks.
just type in BBC leak. Yeah. Well, as it transpires, I saw a post from Will Hutton today who directed me to an Observer article by David Aronovich. And it's a very good article in the Observer, and it tells you exactly what happened with the Prescott. I'll put a link to it. The Prescott dossier, as they're calling it, and Robbie Gibbs' involvement at the BBC and, Tim Davie and all that. And it turns out the Prescott dossier was very much designed for the public, not for the BBC backroom staff, that he said. It was always going to be put out as a leak, and it's incredibly partisan, incredibly leading. It's a hit job, basically, on the BBC, and that's what's turned out to be. And it was leapt on last week by Boris Johnson, who wrote a very short article, which I wrote about, but it did the job. It got the word out there about this leak, and then it was picked up by the Telegraph, and then all of a sudden Donald Trump is suing the BBC for $1 billion, and that's tomorrow is the deadline he gave them. I hope the BBC just tell him to go and stick it up himself, because he's got no legs to stand on, really.
He says,
Go on,
I'm going to sue you, like Scousers say, I'm going to kill you.
Is that a common thing?
Nobody ever means it. It's just a
Yeah.
saying. To denote that you're annoyed. Doesn't mean you're actually going to do it. And it something like 2% of his threats actually go to court?
Yeah. He is involved in multiple lawsuits in the US, but not him suing people. Well, he's suing loads of people, but so many people are suing him. Like,
He doesn't often win.
I tried to look online. I couldn't find any kind of reliable sources. I looked at ChatGPT. It guessed about, well, not guessed. It gave me about 78 people suing him at the moment. But he's currently under criminal indictment, alleging that he led a criminal racketeering enterprise whilst trying to knowingly and willfully join a conspiracy to unlawfully change the outcome of the 2020 US presidential election in Georgia. So that he's still under criminal indictment for that. That hasn't come through yet. And the New York Attorney General, ooh, that went weird. The New York Attorney General alleges that individuals and business entities within the Trump organization engaged in financial fraud by presenting vastly disparate property values to potential lenders and tax officials in violation of New York executive law. So
and
I
he had
wrote
the
on
nerve
Twitter,
to accuse Letitia James of that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's all political. Oh, fuck's sake.
Accusing everyone else of what you're doing.
Exactly. So I said on my post, when was this? 11th? 3 days ago or something. If the BBC want to do something, they could just start putting out articles about the cases that he's involved in the US at the moment. I mean, report on them accurately. I mean, this whole thing's about an edited panorama clip, which they shouldn't have done, but it's not. It didn't materially change the outcome of anything. It had no effect on anything. Exactly. So, go on.
Can't remember. I had a really good question. Oh, I mean, right. Can the President of the United States be arrested and charged for something? And what's the deal with him being able to pardon every fucker like he is and has been doing? There's rumours he's going to bloody pardon Ghislaine Maxwell.
Yeah, that seems like the sort of trajectory that's moving at the moment. she's obviously got the dirt on him. I mean, that's the next thing I was going to talk about. But like the
Oh, she
Epstein
was
files this week.
well, yeah, she was disproven, wasn't she?
What do you mean?
She said in her when the Trump 2025 lawyer went to see her when she was in the first
Yeah.
prison, she
Right.
said, "Am I going to fuck up your bit? Sorry."
Oh, come on. We just talk about stuff, whatever. It's fine. No, carry on.
Well, no, she, I think she said on subpoena that she'd never witnessed Trump going to Epstein's house ever. And these emails are Jeffrey Epstein saying to her, "Trump's been at my house for hours with this victim."
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, lovey. About that.
The one that came out this afternoon, I think, was that Trump and Epstein spent Thanksgiving together in 2017. I mean, it's just...
They were best mates. We've all had them. We know how much time we spent together. Shut up.
Exactly, yeah. No, this is it. It's just... I don't know how he can... I put that on Twitter today. It's like, what is he going to do to distract from this? Because he's fucked by this now. He can't... He's calling hoax, isn't he? He's doing the fake news bit again.
But I mean, what does he have to do to prove he's mad? Tell me. Just tell me, because if this isn't it...
Well, he said that nobody in the world knows what magnets do or how they work. So maybe that would help proving he's mad. That made me laugh a lot, actually. Talking about rare earth metals in China, and then got all muddled up and said, "We want the magnets. The magnets work everything, but nobody knows how magnets work. I don't know how magnets.
Nobody knows.
No one knows."
I mean, I genuinely don't, but I'm not into physics. I know enough people do, and it's not a danger, so I'm going to be all right.
Yeah,
I hope.
I did physics A level, and I did an engineering degree, and I've got a bit of knowledge on magnets. Yeah, I've forgotten most of it, to be fair, but I know that I did know at one point how magnets worked.
That's how I feel about most stuff.
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, I mean, we've segued into Trump, which was my next thing anyway, but I'll come back to the BBC. But Trump's I just don't know what he's going to do, because he's calling hoax, he's calling fake news, but that's just, nobody believes that now, not even his own Republican Party. They've even leaked some of the emails, haven't they? It's not just the Democrats, the Republicans have done it as well.
Well, they've got the final vote in to release all the files now, haven't they, as well? Not just the ones we're releasing in a panic, in case.
Yeah, the full thing. So that'll be... So that's the thing. What's he going to do? I mean, he's been caught
and they're
literally with his
also,
pants down.
Leave it. Has been caught lying. She's made out that in one of the email I was talking about, actually, where Jeffrey Epstein says, Trump's been at my house with, and it says victim redacted. Yeah. Leave it has turned around and claimed that is Ghislaine Maxwell, except it can't be, because it says she spent many hours with Trump. And not Ghislaine Maxwell, Giuffre, sorry.
Giuffre,
it's Giuffre
Virginia
I'm talking
Giuffre,
about.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Leave It said that Virginia Giuffre was the one claimed to be the victim in that email. But she's never spent hours with Trump. She wasn't Trump's girl. She wasn't even up Trump's alley, physically.
No. Yeah.
So Leave It's already lying. So because she's signposted that it's Virginia Giuffre, they need to unredact it now to prove that it is, but they won't, because it isn't.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
I hope everyone kept up with that. I'm not sure I did, but I think I got it out.
No, I know what you mean. Yeah, but she's awful. I mean, that sort of goes back a bit to the BBC, because I was going to mention last night on GB News, Beverly Turner. Hi, Bev, because I know you still follow me on Twitter.
Beverly traitor.
Yeah, but she stood up and she had in the White House briefing room yesterday and had the first question, I believe, and it was a really long, rambling question. It went on for about 15 minutes.
You surprised me.
But it was, but it effectively,
is she not terribly erudite?
It was effectively said, "We can't wait for you to sue the BBC. When's it going to happen?" Effectively, and I'm paraphrasing. It was a 3 or 4 minute long question, and Leave It said, watch this space. The BBC's a leftist propaganda organisation. We'll know more on Friday, but President Trump is fully behind his threats, or something like that. She said so. And the deadline for Trump's, he wants an apology and a payout from the BBC, which it's just not going to happen. And he wants it by tomorrow, so we'll know a bit more tomorrow.
Well, he can kiss my ass.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you, though, because it fucking folds into all of it. With the BBC, going back to it, and it is all linked, they are, I think it's fair to say, and I'm using my opinion here, they are literally led by Zionists. I know we're not allowed to say that out loud, but I don't give a fuck. Sue me. That's what's happening. That's what Gib is. Gib is still the 100% proprietor of the Jewish Chronicle, and he still won't tell people who's really invested in it. So what I want to know is, how are the BBC going to say to Trump, no, stick it up your ass, while they are controlled by the man who is their marionette?
Who's owned by Israel, basically, the Israeli government. Yeah.
Gib is basically Israel's marionette. So how did the BBC tell Trump to stick it while that prick's still there?
I think the BBC as an entity, as a whole, would fall under government control. I think they'd have to take it into control and oversee it if Trump did follow through, which I don't think he will, but I think the government would have to step in at that point because, $1 billion, the BBC can't foot that, obviously. And the government
if he won, and it'd be a tenuous fucking if.
Yeah, but even then, the costs involved in dragging it through court. But lots of people have said lots of different. Yeah, that's what it is. It's effectively a slap on the BBC. And I hope, and I think the BBC will tell him to stick it. I was listening to, with the news agents were talking about it, which we talked about, and
right. Yes. So I sent you that video and I was dying to hear your take.
Well, I listened to it.
The news agents discussing this.
I listened to it on their pod, and I've forgotten pretty much everything they said because I've been so engrossed this week. My brain has not been able to take it in. But Lewis Goodall was I saw on Twitter saying that he hopes Trump does attempt it.
My neck's looking all weird. I'm sorry, I've just seen it again. I look like.
That's because you're doing that.
Well, no, it wasn't. It's. I've got. Oh, I don't know. I've got. I need to put like a piece of paper over my face so I can't look.
Shut up! Stop it.
Anyway,
what were you saying? Yeah,
right.
I'll need to. I will go back and listen to the news agent.
No, you don't need to.
No, I want to because
I watched it fucking aghast. I'll be honest.
Because they're three ex-BBC employees, right?
Well, yeah, and they sat there and they all said, we've all worked with Robbie Gibb, we've all worked with Tim Davie, we've all worked at the BBC. Lewis left under a bit of a cloud because he had leftist opinions, and that was why he left, because
apparently
they kicked him out some years ago.
Yeah, a few years ago.
And in the intervening years, since they all left working with said people, all they've had is everybody on Twitter shouting at them about what's happening. And yet on Monday, they were so surprised about all of this fallout. I mean, who could have seen it happening? Are you fucking... But what's worse is that they didn't even appear to be lying. Now, unless I'm just a terrible judge of character, and I can be, I do slip up, I do miss things, because I always want to like people.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's a really weird one, isn't it?
And they're like the good people of MSM that's left just about.
Well, yeah. I think
they still like the shape-shifting days, but by and large, they're on the right track. But this has blown their minds. How did you not notice?
Yeah, very strange.
You must know.
Wow.
It just befuddles me.
I guess that doesn't make a good podcast, though, does it? If they're just going, we saw this coming from miles off.
No, what would make a good podcast would be them coming out with it 2 fucking years ago. Yeah, and not getting to this position we're in now if they had the balls of steel that they don't have. Because they earn too much fucking money. Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on a
Oh.
minute. Who
Oh.
owns the Newsagents podcast, Dom?
Global Media.
Who owns
Ashley
Global
Tabor.
Media, Dom?
Ashley Tabor King.
Who is associated with?
Israel.
Yeah, that'll be it. My mistake, silly cunt. Sorry about that, listeners. 5 minutes of waffle
Yeah,
for no bloody reason. There we go.
No,
There's
I
our
think-
answer.
I think-
Fuck my fucking life.
Unfortunately, I think the Global Media brand is tarnished a bit, and there is, and we know for a fact.
Find me an
after what happened to
institution they haven't infiltrated, though.
Well, yeah, weirdly, I saw someone had reposted Sangeeta Maiska's thing the other day after James O'Brien went for her, and it
He
made
went
me
for her
think
again?
about it all. No, it was from when he did it a few months ago.
Right.
He did it a couple of times, and then she put out a
Cheeky cunt.
response. Yeah, I know. James O'Brien's not the white knight that everyone makes out him to be.
Oh,
he's
God,
very
no.
he's very good
They're
at what he
playing
does.
parts.
But
They're part players,
yeah,
all of them.
exact. That's it. That absolutely, the mask slipped when two callers asked him about Sangeeta leaving, and he did the party line, the global line. No, it was her ratings. It was her ratings, and that's
I
a
like
lie,
my
and
monthly
we all know
salary,
it was a
thank you
lie.
very much. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. I get paid really, really well, and I'd like to keep that pay. Yeah. So yeah, I don't listen to James O'Brien, but he has
I
the
can't
right
put
opinions.
it on anymore. We all know what happens.
Yeah. Where are we going? Oh yeah, we were talking about the news agents. Yeah, I don't know. So the BBC is in a bit of trouble. It seems to me to be a coordinated attack from America, mainly. Bannon, Trump, MAGA 2025. It's that group, the usual fucking group.
All the
With the
same
help of
people that
people
were
like,
shagging kids with Jeffrey Epstein.
apparently.
Bannon was?
Bannon. Is
Oh,
his
no,
name?
sorry.
Oh, yeah, his name is.
No. I'm sure Bannon is,
He-
but
no.
also Roger Stone,
Oh, yeah, he's definitely a dodgy one. Yeah.
Les Wexner.
All right. Yeah.
We've got a lot of people we need to fire into space and take their wealth off them.
I was reading an email between Bannon and Epstein today, and Epstein's basically saying to Bannon, I'll set you up with all these world leaders, but you have to come and stay with me on my island for X amount of time to... Bannon's up to his elbows as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, it's... And just for anyone who's listening, if you want to get into the weeds with the Epstein thing, the lady on YouTube and X is Whitney Webb. She's amazing.
Yes,
she is
Whitney Webb,
the
yeah.
investigative journalist who's been following this for
Mhm.
decade, maybe.
Yeah.
But she's really, really good.
Yeah, she's awesome. She was on Peter McCormack's pod, I think,
was she?
about 3 months ago. Yeah, he had her on.
I'll look that up.
Yeah, he also had on Dilly Hussein, who's a really good character as well.
Okay.
But yeah, so yeah, Whitney Webb. Yeah, it's just such a coordinated attempt from America. Like those guys we mentioned, Trump and Bannon, obviously, because they're behind nearly everything. But Paul Marshall, he's absolutely pivotal in this whole thing. The owner, if anyone doesn't know, he owns GB News, The Spectator, and is trying to buy The Telegraph and various other things.
And a criminal record for sex pestery. Am I right?
I'm not sure about that. I don't know.
Oh, I thought
Paul
he did.
Marshall,
I
don't know.
then.
Yeah, I don't know. We can check, but I don't know that one for sure.
I will do that right now because I don't want to be wrong about something like that.
But the guy who's attempting a Rupert Murdoch-style takeover of the British media, who is highly linked to the far right in America, who owns GB News, whose reporter was in the White House yesterday asking about when Trump is going to destroy the BBC, all links back to the Paul Marshall takeover of the country's media, and I think that's exactly what's trying to go ahead at the moment. I think it's all Marshall media, as it will be. Like he's going for the Rupert Murdoch style, and then he'll put Farage in place, and then we end up as a copy paste of Trump MAGA, but in the UK if they get their way. So
yeah, correction. Sorry, I can't. Off that very quick pootle, I can't find anything about Paul Marshall. I thought there was.
No,
I'm probably getting him
not heard
confused
that.
with one of the other terribles, so I apologise and stand corrected.
There's so many.
Paul Marshall
absolutely.
has not been arrested, to the best of my knowledge. Yeah.
No, I don't think so. But yeah, and I wrote about this the other day, and it really does. Whatever you think of the BBC, it's not just BBC News, which is what people seem to think this has happened. The BBC
It's
as an
massive.
entity, as a global media entity, they provide infrastructure to local radio stations. People like LBC basically wouldn't be able to exist without the BBC radio network. Local television stations. It's not just the news, like the comedy they put out, the world stuff they put out. There's so much more than the BBC.
There is not a country in the world that wouldn't give their eye teeth to have the BBC as their own institution.
Correct.
Because their
100%.
reach is so vast.
Mm-hmm.
But, with that comes vast responsibility. And because we've been infiltrated, that responsibility's gone to the wall.
Yeah, exactly.
The Boris Johnson effect, yet more fuckery from that gargantuan custard bastard.
Well, yeah, I mean, the Tim Davie who resigned this week over the whole thing was engineered into place by Boris Johnson and Dominic Cummings in 2021. They're behind that. And then Boris Johnson's now instrumental in his downfall. He's literally got the guy the job and then got the guy sacked 4 years later. So, but I wrote all this on Twitter, and then I noticed that there was lots of the right-wing accounts, particularly Reform and all those guys, suddenly jumping on the bandwagon of attacking the BBC. So I put a thread of posts underneath my original post, and I just said example 1, 2, 3 of British people that hate Britain.
That was really good. That's sweet.
Thanks. Yeah, and so people like Nadine Dorries, Rael Braverman, Alex Armstrong, Alex Phillips, Lee Harris, Rupert Lowe, Martin Daubney, Douglas Carswell.
Every one of them's a traitor. Every one of them.
It went on and on and on. And it's just, as I said, it's an example of British people that are hating Britain.
Because they make bank off it.
Yeah, of course they do. That's it. And they're all to a man, I think, probably bankrolled by Paul Marshall. They're either Reform or they're GB News or they're both.
Where does Paul Marshall's money come from again?
A lot of it came from George Soros originally, ironically, didn't it? He bankrolled Paul Marshall's first hedge fund in the 80s. He gave him $50 million to start his first hedge fund. They must have had a hell of a falling out.
Mm-hmm. Because apparently everything's George Soros's fault.
Yeah, exactly. Paul Marshall used to be a Liberal Democrat. He tried to be a Lib Dem MP. He was vocally Lib Dem for years and years and years. Then all of a sudden, he's now far right. Decided he wants to bit of the media, wants to own
he's the male
the
version
whole
of Liz Truss.
Jesus. I don't know. Yeah.
She used to scream and bang on for the Lib Dems, didn't she? And then she turned
She did. Oh, yeah, she did. You're right.
Her dad stopped talking to her, yeah. Because he was lifelong Lib Dem.
Yeah. Yeah, she was like Lib Dem
and she's
student.
Mad as fuck.
Mm-hmm. You're not wrong about that. But anyway, it's all linked up, this. And I wrote, it's not a conspiracy theory, this. This is what's happening in real time. The BBC is being destabilized by a foreign power, effectively, by America now.
That's their... You probably, people who are more astute in the business probably could have seen it coming.
Yeah,
but we don't seem to do foresight, do we? Which is why I think we're quite good at that.
Yeah.
In fact, only this week did one of my predictions come true, didn't it, Dom?
Oh, which one? Sorry, my memory's an awful shocker this week.
Your little celebration.
Which one?
15k on Twitter, my man.
Oh, my 15,000. Oh, yeah, I noticed that this morning. That was really nice.
It's awesome.
15,000 followers. Considering that's less than a year, I've gone from about 2,500 to 15,000 in less than a year. So thanks to everybody. Awesome. I really appreciate that. It's hard for people like us who are not right wing to get big followings. You're already there. I know you're struggling with your engagement.
I haven't moved for 3 years.
Yeah,
literally 3 years.
I know, but it is hard for people like us.
Can anybody hear me? What are you gonna? I just take it as the universe is telling me to back off Twitter for a bit and start writing, you silly bitch. That's what's happening here.
Maybe. Well, we got this.
I need to get me tippy tappy typing going. I don't know, but because I did my
I
one
know what you
article
mean.
for Bylines and it stressed me out that
Yes,
much.
yeah.
I've not been able to write since, so I need to do writing and stuff more.
Yeah, it's
Unless
good. That's
chatting with pals on Twitter, because it's not getting me anywhere, is it?
yeah.
Keeps me sane,
So
I suppose.
it does. Well, that's the thing. It's good for that because there is a nice community of people that we know on Twitter that, some really, really nice people. So,
Oh, God, we're dead lucky.
yeah, absolutely. And I think since the Blue Sky exodus, it's been very beneficial for me, especially to get some followers, but also to meet loads of people, which I hadn't met previously. So, yeah, it's cool. It's very, very cool. Yeah. So the BBC, that's it, I think, for now. We'll know more next week because I don't think... Well, we'll know what Trump does maybe tomorrow, maybe Saturday, if he's going to do anything. He's quite good at backing down and just pretending something never happened. So who knows? But
we'll see.
Watch this space. And then for what else have we got? You want to talk about... I want to talk a bit more about America. There's only one or two more things about America. Shall I just say that now? Yeah. And then we'll talk about your health thing.
Okay. I've still got more Labour to talk about because obviously...
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Okay. Well, I'll just finish up on America and then we'll just go on to your bit.
Because for all we know, we've got a new PM already. We've been podding. We wouldn't know.
Yeah, I know.
Unlikely that we get such joy.
Yeah.
But,
So I wrote, Trump's had an absolute shocker this week from his own party releasing emails from Epstein about Trump to telling the world that nobody knows how magnets works and then being booed by the entire crowd at the Washington Commanders game he attended during the week. Yeah. And if anyone hasn't seen it, just type Trump Washington Commanders into any search engine. It was pretty unanimous. The whole crowd were against him. And then I just saw everyone's favorite. What is she? I don't even know what she is. I can't say her name. Laura Loomer. She's a journalist / podcaster / far right mouthpiece.
She can't stand too close to an open flame. I can tell you that much.
She definitely can't. She would melt without a doubt. She just put out a post yesterday about Shabana Mahmood, our current Home Secretary, saying that you all right?
Yeah, I'm just going to get angry. I'm just preparing to get angry at what you're about to tell me.
Yeah, so she said that the UK has made the decision to halt sharing intelligence with the US, which is not true. It has selectively picked one issue in which it won't be sharing intelligence, and that's because Trump keeps
murdering people,
motorboats up in the Caribbean. Yeah, exactly, and killing lots of people without any evidence, but just saying that they were drug traffickers.
It's good to know that there is a certain type of murder we still frown on.
Yeah, true. So Britain has stopped sharing intelligence about specifically that with Trump. Loomer said it's the whole thing. But what she also did was put out, it was a couple of weeks ago, saying the US can no longer trust the UK. We must stop sharing intelligence with the UK via the Five Eyes. And what we get from the UK, what we will now be giving to the jihadis and jihadi sympathizers. Keir Starmer has just appointed the Islamic terrorist supporter Shabana Mahmood as the UK Home Secretary, and then a picture of Shabana Mahmood with a headscarf on with Arabic writing behind her. I mean, it's full-on racist fucking bullshit.
Remind me who he's just installed in Syria again.
Who? Trump?
Yeah. It's not an ex-ISIS fella.
Oh, I've missed this completely. Let me find out.
Assad's replacement. I'm sure he's ex-ISIS or Taliban.
Oh, that guy. Yeah, you're right. I think he was ISIS at one point.
Laura,
I'll find
you
out.
knob.
Oh, yeah, he was in the White House this week. I forgot about this.
Mm-hmm. Who, I might add, I had a Syrian Uber driver the other day who told me that he's great and he's very happy about him. So there's that.
Great.
But you can't have it both fucking ways, I'm afraid.
No, exactly.
You either work with people or you use them as a stick to beat people with. You can't have it both ways, dickhead.
No. Yeah, the Syrian president is Ahmed al-Sharaa, and Trump ambushed him in the White House in the Oval Office. I saw this yesterday with the Trump cologne and sprayed it all, and the guy was like, "Get the fuck away from me." Yeah. It's
Do you
just
know why
mad.
that's really fucking bad?
No. Tell me.
That's a fucking arrestable offence. Muslims do not do alcohol. That's why they have their own range of scents, which are oil-based.
Yes, of course.
And he's just gone and sprayed a Muslim man with
Fucking
alcohol.
hell.
Are you taking the piss?
Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, you're right. I didn't think that at all. Oh, wow. That's really bad then.
That's
no
assault in this country.
Yeah. No wonder he was backing away from it as fast as he could. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah. He said, oh, yeah, so he... fucking hell. I'm just looking at it now. So Trump sprays president with cologne and asked how many wives he has. Like, oh, my fucking God. The president of the United States, everyone. For fuck's sake.
The adjudicated rapist and paedophile. I don't know what we expect.
Correct.
We expect America to get fucking rid of him is what we expect.
I'll just say, this is from The Independent. After al-Sharaa confirmed he had one wife, Trump made a joke stating, "With you guys, I never know." Fucking Jesus.
If only he'd turned around and said, we feel the same about you and underage children.
Yeah, I know. So, yeah, that's my BBC Trump American kind of news for the week. So let's move to your bits now.
Oh, I wanted to mention, just because for anybody, we don't have many female listeners apparently, but if there is anybody out there, the government have announced they're going to review the waspy women thing.
Yes.
So there could be some compo coming down the line. Don't hold your breath, because you know what they're like.
Mm-hmm.
But they're talking about it, so it's better than not talking about it. So that's something.
It's a positive step. Definitely.
Sorry, Mike.
Oh.
And it was just something that was mentioned at PMQs. Do we want to do the health divide, or do we want to do the Labour civil war, as Baddy not called it? I mean, this...
Well, let's do the Labour thing first, because I think it can be quick, because, yeah.
Yeah, because it's fucking boring, isn't it?
Yeah.
They're all having a bit of a to-do. Number 10 have leaked that Starmer's being briefed against by Streeting. Starmer and Streeting both deny this to camera. Do you know what? I'm thoroughly enjoying it because it's got massive hints of 2018, 2019, and I'm sitting here with my popcorn going, go on then.
Yeah.
Go on then. Go on, do to him what he did to Corbyn.
Yeah. Yeah. I just don't think
none of you can trust each other because of what you've all been complicit in the prior plot.
Yeah.
So there's no trust. So it's going to be rat in the sack. And I might add, for anyone who might be listening that's been following for a while, for ages before the general election, I've been predicting a Labour bun fight that was going to create murder. I didn't think it'd take this long, but I have been predicting a Labour bun fight as soon as they got into government. Because this shit is whack.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll know more in a couple of weeks after the budget, won't we? I think that's the tipping point on that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But I've still got in the back of my head Megamind Cummings coming out the other week and saying it would be Miliband or Rayner as PM within 12 months. Now, while he is batshit crazy, he has knowledge we do not.
He does.
So, who knows? But it can't be worse.
Rumor.
So,
well, no, the rumor this morning was Miliband, and he was forced to come out and say, no, of course not. I deny that. Yesterday it was Wes Streeting. I don't know. They said I did actually listen to
the ambassadors of words.
Yeah. Who did I hear? Oh, it must have been LBC. Yeah. What's Natasha Clark again, the political editor, chatting to, I think, Tom Swarbrick when I was in the car the other day. And she said, well, you know, there's these rumours, but she was quite happy that nothing would happen until at least past the May elections next year. She seems to think that this is just noise, but I don't know. There's no smoke without fire, is there? I mean, there's something not right.
Owen Jones is 100% convinced that Streeting's launching a leadership bid. Yeah. And they used to be really good friends until the Corbyn business. They used to be actual friends.
Yeah, because Streeting, you put something out earlier about Streeting being a socialist, didn't you?
I said
or
that.
leaning.
No, that was somebody was saying that Streeting's tack is basically that we're not going to win votes by going to the right. We need to track back left. And I just said if Streeting comes out as a secret socialist, I think it'll be the last fucking straw my brain could take.
But remember, he was a socialist originally. Remember when we did a sort of mini deep dive on him? That's how he started out. He was a trade unionist, and he was a president of the NUS, and then he became corporate, obviously. But I mean, he's not. He's blue Labour, as far as I could tell. But nowadays, anyway. But he definitely had the.
But if it had winning votes, maybe he's that.
I don't know. I don't know about Streeting.
I
don't think he'd make a good PM. I'm not keen on him.
I mean, I'd struggle to think of one who could. That isn't Clive Lewis.
Well,
or Byrne.
Yeah, I think that's the thing with that's what Natasha Clark was saying. She said, like, what's the better alternative that Labour have at the moment? There isn't one really. So, well, I don't think they've got. Well,
it's Clive Lewis. It's Clive Lewis. He's brilliant.
Manifest.
If I keep saying it, will it happen? Oh yeah.
Manifest. Yeah. But I mean, yes, for sure. But realistically, there's no chance.
Oh God, no! I mean,
anyway.
No.
Yeah.
No.
But anyway,
I mean,
again,
always...
I think once the budget's passed, if anything's going to kick off, we'll know after the budget because.
Well, yeah. Oh, I mean, it's going to be like Pandora's box in the end of 10 days or something, isn't it?
2 weeks, yeah, just under 2 weeks, yeah.
I mean, what she's going to do?
Yeah, I don't know.
Who knows?
Really difficult to know. There's been a lot of rumours, but there always is.
They'll probably start leaking
this is the thing.
Soon.
I was going to say, normally the week before they do a bit of pitch rolling, don't they, and sort of drop bits out, so we'll find out maybe some bits. And
God, it's exhausting.
I don't know.
It's so stupid.
It is.
The only other thing I wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
Somebody in PMQs was talking about men's mental health, and why? Mental health doesn't discriminate on gender. Now, I appreciate that ending of life rates are higher with men. And that is obviously something that needs addressing. But to me, that would indicate that there's just more women that are living in desperation and distress.
Yeah.
That aren't being treated for longer and because epigenetics dictates that the longer we're ill and struggling, the worse the illnesses get and the more our health deteriorates. That's just the facts. And yet we've had medical misogyny since there's been medicine. The endometriosis is a ragingly horrible condition that affects thousands and thousands of women every year. Costs the NHS an absolute bloody fortune. There's been no fucking research into where it comes from or why it happens at all. There's no treatment for it apart from diathermy. It's why I literally am going to be in pain for the rest of my years digesting food, because all my inside ear is stuck together because of endometriosis and scar tissue from all the surgeries. It's a big fucking horrible disease that nobody gives a shit about. And still there's people go, well, men's mental health. Well, okay, how about we just accept that we're not doing anybody's health any favours and we really need to restructure everything? It shouldn't be a man-woman thing. Health is something we all fucking need, regardless of whether we've got a dick or a twat. To be blunt, because I'm very fucking tired of this shit. I've had it all my life. What the fuck? Mental health service has been beleaguered forever. They've never been good, ever. We've never tried to look at it properly. And yet our brain is the most important organ we fucking have. It controls every other organ in our body, and our actions, and our thoughts, and our sleep, and all our executive functions. And still... I just put it in the corner. It doesn't really matter. I will manage because it's not affecting us. I don't understand why are people making it a man-woman thing.
No, it shouldn't be. You're right. It definitely shouldn't be. It goes back to what we were talking about. No, I'm not going to argue with you on that. It's absolutely true.
I just don't
but
get it.
It's the same as what we were talking about in part one, the whole generalized NHS fucking mess that it's in. And yeah, there should be no favoritism or genderization or whatever you want to label it of any condition. I mean, obviously there are conditions that affect women that don't affect men and vice versa, but mental health, as you said, should be a universal priority for the NHS.
Well, healthcare should be in an ideal fucking world. It should, the money shouldn't matter. If we've got a way to fix somebody, we should just do it.
Just get it done. Yeah, exactly. So
fix / help / repair. You know what I mean? But it just sucks. It's so inhuman and evil, and I just hope I'm alive long enough to see it turn around. Because that reminds me.
Oh yeah.
I was thinking about something last night that I might talk about, and I can't remember what it was.
I know.
But I did come to the conclusion that I owed you an apology, because the best analogy I could use to describe it was turning the tanker around.
Yes, vindication.
I think it might have been to do with my own health, to be honest with you. Oh, no. But yeah, that was the best analogy, and I was like, oh, do you know what? I'm going to have to fess up.
Turning the tanker. I knew it was a phrase.
I understand it now. I just never heard of it last week.
Yeah, I know. Well, you text me, you think maybe it came out of the Scottish Dock Girls or something, Billy Connolly or somewhere like that.
Well, you were raised in Glasgow, so I'm just adding 3 and 2 and getting...
It might be some sort of inherent genetic Scottish saying that I was born with. Yeah, I know.
Oh, dear God.
Yeah. No, the health situation's a mess. It really is. And
yeah, I mean, like we said, I know it's going to take time, but it's the old analogy that Labour have turned up at the site of a motorway crash, and they're more bothered about the people they can get to work than the ones that are dying on the fucking road.
Yeah, it seems that way, doesn't it?
And I just find it while we're still calling this a Christian democracy, I just think it's a fucking disgrace.
Yeah.
That's it.
Hard agree. But we're going to finish on 2 things, I think. I'm just looking at the time.
Fingers crossed if we can get permission for the second one.
The first one, we don't agree on something, shock horror listeners, is my discovery of a new product.
You disgust me.
Stuff.
You disgust me. This is our first problem, this, Dom.
I put out a post on Twitter.
I mean, do you want to just make sure people aren't eating before you talk about this?
I put a post on Twitter weeks ago that I was in Asda, I think, and I saw this product on the shelf, and I took a photo, and I went on Twitter and I put it on. I said, what's this like? And it was fully 50-50 division on Twitter.
Almost Marmite, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, exactly. Almost like Marmite. And I got loads of replies. People saying, yeah, it's amazing. Lots of people like yourself who disagree. But I found it. Go on.
You haven't told them what it is?
No, I know. I'm leading into it. I'm being...
Okay.
I'm building it up.
I hope it's worth it, listeners.
Right, you can go on my Twitter. In fact, I might even put it as the episode artwork this week.
Oh, you repulsive man.
Heinz, scarily good Monster Munch pickled onion flavored mayonnaise. It's absolutely beautiful.
He's a 50-year-old man, listeners.
Honestly, pickled onion Monster Munch mayonnaise. It's so nice. Finally tracked it down at the weekend in Sainsbury's, and I just had to talk about it because it's so cool. Sal's, you're not seeing this if you're not watching, but Sal's making very.
Oh, it reminds me of when Philadelphia thought it'd be a good idea to bring out a chocolate flavour. And she's like, no, do you know what? Maybe it does taste decent, but fuck off. It's just no. I can't.
Officially our first pod falling out.
Yeah.
Over
we'll have to agree
pickled
to
onion
on
Monster Munch mayonnaise.
No, but you made it worse by saying it tasted a bit like salad cream, and I'm quite a salad cream purist, and I find it offensive.
Yeah, I really upset you with that comment, didn't I? You can go after anything, but don't come after the salad cream.
Get out!
Anyway,
God.
I would highly recommend it if you see it. It's good. If you like, I think if you like salad cream, you like this. But that's my opinion.
Yeah, okay. Like I say, you'll be fine soon because you'll be able to get loads of it reduced.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
it goes out
a couple of cases of it. Yeah, I know. Yeah, let's finish with our news that we talked about at the beginning of part one. That the Patriotic Millionaires are on tour. From Scotland to London on a little bus. It's not very little; it's a massive coach, and they've actually released a picture. And I will put this out on our post, our show notes.
Are the wings looking good?
Sorry,
are the wings looking good?
I think the wings must fold in because I can't see them on the picture. They must come from out. Yeah, exactly.
Like Chitty Bang Bang.
yeah, that's it. Yeah, they fold out. So their coach is outside Edinburgh Castle, and that was today, I think. Yeah. No, yesterday,
awesome.
Sorry. And they were in Edinburgh. And they're doing a tour from Edinburgh all the way down to London over the space of a week.
A week?
And I think it's a week, not a day.
Yeah, definitely a week.
Yeah, definitely a week. Oh, I've just lost my post now. Where are you? Oh,
So I lost my mind.
Back. There we are, Patriotic Millionaires. Yeah, so it says on their Twitter post, they put some highlights out from their first sort of couple of days, and they're going to be in Liverpool over the weekend, and our very own Sal will be joining them exclusively on over the weekend, and we're not allowed to say any details yet. They've embargoed their press release, but we'll put it out.
There's not going to be many of us there.
I think there will. But we've got some pretty cool exclusive access, and they've invited us onto their bus to talk to them and do some filming and some interviews if we want. So Sal's going to go and do Liverpool at the weekend, and then next week they're down my neck of the woods in Stroud, and I'm going to go along and chat to them in Stroud on their bus as well.
When are you going to Stroud?
I can't say.
Oh, of course.
That's why I said you're going to the Liverpool one over the weekend.
It'll be on the email she sent us before.
Yeah, the one that says embargoed in red. But yeah.
Again, I thought, I've got to stop doing this thinking shit.
Oh, no.
I carelessly thought that they were going straight from Liverpool down to you on the same day.
Yeah. No, that... Well...
Why would I think that? I think because, do you know what it is? I know what time you're meeting and I know what time I'm meeting, and those times kind of would work. So
I see, right, yeah.
Hell.
I don't believe so. But I think they're in Newcastle today, and they were in Edinburgh. So, but they're heading south. They're heading down via Liverpool at the weekend, and then via Stroud next week, and we will be with them. So that's very cool.
Yeah. I don't have a microphone, just so you know.
Oh, it'd be fine on your phone. Yeah.
Okay.
It'd be all right. No, it'd be fine.
My friend's coming with me so he can film it, I suppose.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. I'm going on my own, but I'm just going to
I've
hold
never done
things
an
up.
interview before. Have I?
No.
Well, I spoke to Dr. J, but that was more like chatting to a friend, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I'm just a bit...
true.
Never done one, so I presume I'm rubbish at them.
Nah, you'll be great. You will be. You're good at this, so you'll be good at that as well.
Not the same thing. Talking to you and talking to complete strangers, very different.
No, it'll be great. But they want us. They've invited us along, so it's not like we're date crashing or anything. Yeah, so Yeah, I don't think have I ever interviewed people? No, I don't think not. I'd like in a sort of face-to-face interview situation. I've never done that either, but yeah, be cool. Don't tell them that because they might bin us off the bus if they don't know. We've not done it before. So
I don't think it's like that.
No, it's not. But yeah,
they're weirdos
cool.
because they're doing. Hang on, my brain hasn't thought this through, so I'm going to say it anyway. It might be funny, it might just be terrible. But they're pretty much doing the polar opposite of what the grifters do, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
They're like not grifting for no money. Is that what I mean?
Ungrifting.
But they are. They're doing the opposite, aren't they? Because they're making up bullshit.
They're trying to give money away.
These people are telling the truth to try and pay for it.
That's right. Yeah, exactly.
There will be words I'll formulate a sentence around that for next week. So there's something to look forward to, everybody.
Yeah, so next week's episode we'll have some awesome content from Liverpool and Stroud with the patriotic millionaires. Yeah, yeah, they're just basically saying like we're happy to pay more. Stop taxing fucking poor people. They don't swear, I'm sure. Well, they might do, but
I don't know.
yeah, that's their assist. Yeah, and I think they're doing a great
I'd
thing.
like to become a millionaire and find out if you still swear or not. That's an experiment I'm very open to.
Must do, right? I don't think that would change.
Well, Ricky Gervais.
I don't think. Yeah, exactly.
Any comedian.
Yeah, all of them. Yeah. Right. I think we should wrap it up looking at the time because that's quite long.
It's been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, 2 hours 25 currently, yeah. So, yeah. That's awesome for next week. We'll have some content and some interviews and some proper media with the patriotic millionaires. So I think with that we should wrap up and say goodbye. Please like, share, subscribe, and thank you for listening. Yes, please. Yeah, thanks until next week. It's been great. Yes, we'll see you next week. Have a lovely weekend. Everyone. Yes, I'll try and get both parts out again tomorrow if I can. Awesome. Bye. Cheerio.